Hey, welcome back to another summons video. Right now, the Valhalla summon has just opened after the ending of the Musketeers Alliance Quest event. So, we are gonna see this new costume for Odin available for the first time, and it's up for grabs. So, in the beta, um, previously when they did release the beta notes and the beta card, it did show that the costume version for Odin has the same initial part, which was deals 90% damage to all enemies, and then deals additional 25% damage per each holy shield on the board, up to 290% damage in total. But in the beta, it actually gave mana degeneration to enemies instead of the bonus mana generation for allies. So when that was up, I thought that it would be a really good tank, a yellow tank, seeing as how the alliance is running yellow tanks. Considering that he's a fighter now, the stats are amazing. And with the mana degeneration, you would think that it'll be much better, because all you get to do is, if you have like bonus mana generation, it doesn't really apply that much, as much of an impact as it is on defense. Mana degen is way better impact, I would say, because it stops like the offense from actually doing their um, you know hitting their required mana break points, because it messes up those calculations. It messes up the number of matches you have to do. But right now, all it just does is that it gives mana generation, up to 38% mana generation, which essentially is the same as the old card. Granted, 38% mana generation is much more than 28, but how often do you get 10 holy shields on the board in order for you to get this 38%, the full 38%? So I think for this case, I'm actually quite disappointed, but it's something that I should have realized, because um, they did the same thing with Costume Freak. Originally, Costume Freak was supposed to be something along the lines of hitting tree, and uh, what happened was that you give attack down instead of defense down. It was something new, like something fresh, that they could have done on the costume. Whether or not it's as good is up for question, but it's still something that's different. So in this case, I'm actually quite disappointed with how the actual costume Odin is. And I think for this case, and it's because of this that I will not be pulling uh, for this portal. I'm actually not going to pull for this portal, because yeah, I don't see this as a requirement right now. Even though the stats are interesting, so I won't be pulling. I won't be trying to do any pulls for this guy. Maybe I'll just do one just for the video. But yeah, it's actually kind of sad that they chose to go this path, especially with some new heroes coming up that affects mana degeneration. The second one, Almur is interesting. Like, so I have an Almur max. So normally what he does is he hits 3 for a really small amount of damage, reduces max health, which I mean, it's not much that they reduce. It's only reduced by 75. And the target and nearby enemies, the ones that you hit, get negative 54% defense against nature. Now the costume is a barbarian instead. It only hits one target, but he reduces the mana of the target by 20%, which is far better than reducing a life by reducing the max health by 75. It was complete garbage at that time. And they get a bump to negative 58% defense against nature for 3 turns. So if you have been using Almur, the normal Almur for Titans, you will use the costume version instead for Titans, because this is a higher defense down against nature. This is your higher elemental defense down. And I think that makes him quite desirable, especially if you do not have Phileas Fog for Titans. And if you're looking for some sort of like some sort of like mana control for one of your very fast teams, um, maybe towards the team number 5 or team number 6, when you're going down the list and you require something a bit more utility. So overall, I think the costume is okay. I still don't like it that they hit only one, but what can you do? Otherwise, it'll be overpowered. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of disappointed with the fact that Odin is like this. I would commit to this portal if I did not get Costume Gefion previously. Fenrir is just Fenrir. I think the costume is coming out soon as well. But yeah, for this case, I will not be doing much. I won't do any pulls here. I will just be farming the Valhalla season. I need to finish up the avatar missions. I have been slacking on doing that. So let's just do one for the video. And then we'll call it a day. Yeah, let's just do one and see what we get. Hey, well, I'm I'm not gonna complain with that pool. That's always nice. There was a, I think, Fura costume as well, which was out, um, which I thought was kind of interesting. Where is Fura? I just wanted to show this because I don't think I did a review on her. So instead of minor damage to all enemies, it's now 280% to the target and nearby. Reduces the mana of reduces the mana of the 3 targets by 15%, and they get the same decrease in healing. So I would say this one would be a far better, what do you call it, a far better version of compared to Almur, because Almur only hits one. Fura right now will be a better mana control for VF, for very fast war offense. There are other good picks here, I would say. Tyr costume has made him definitely better. Freya is costume Freya. Baldur actually got a huge boost. Instead of just dealing 165% damage to a random enemy, you actually deal 400% damage to a target. And him being such a high how do you say, attack value, that actually deals quite a lot of damage. And with his other utility skills here, this can be quite annoying as well. Costume Thor is someone that I regret not pushing for. Like I remember when he came out, I wasn't thoroughly interested, but after going against him in wars and in raid practicing, his costume is insane. Like very fast. So that's like 5.5, if with the right mana troops, about 5.5 tiles going into him on defense, and he gets to fire, and he fires to all enemies even at first charge. That's nice. That's awesome. So yeah, so unfortunately I won't be doing any more pulls for this portal, maybe until the next set of costumes come out. Maybe we'll have a look at it and we'll see if we require it. But for the time being, to those who are going to be pulling for this portal, good luck with your pulls as always. Don't forget to comment if you think I'm wrong in my opinion on Odin here. But personally for me, I'm not going to do anything much here. And I'll probably see you guys on Thursday then for the release of a new hero in the Season 5 portal. Catch you guys next time. GG.